Hello, I'm going to show you how to make the Hishi kite. A 10-pack comes with all the sticks that you need, a 10-pack of skins pre-cut, packages of pre-cut parts to make the kite, and 10 winders. It also comes with a pre-made Hishi kite so that you can use as a training example to see how to make the kite. The skin or the sail is made out of washi paper. The frame is made out of bamboo. And it has a bow line that goes from the left to the right side so that you can add dihedral to the kite so that it flies well in the wind. To add the dihedral or the bow, you simply pull the strings together and wrap it once again around the little plastic fitting till it adds just about 2 inches of bow, the dihedral that you need to fly the kite. So let's take a closer look at the kite kit. So you have your skin, sticks, your pre-cut parts, and your winder. So take a quick look at the skin. You can tell the top of the kite because of this little tab. The front of the kite is real smooth. The back side of the kite has a little more texture to it. You may not be able to see it in this video, but there's little pinholes in the kite. There's one here. There's 2 little pinholes here and here. These serve as a guide. There's 2 more here that show you where to put the center spine. And there's also 2 more here and here. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is decorate your kite. The smooth side is the side that you decorate with. Remember, to know where the top of the kite is, you use this tab to orientate yourself. So for today's example, I've already decorated one skin. For today's kite, I just spray painted this, so it was very easy. So I'm going to turn it over to the back. I'm going to turn the kite around, and we're going to fold the leading edge of the kite. And we start at this corner here, where the little tab is, to this bottom corner. And we simply hold the sail and fold it down. Then we're going to move over to the right side, again from corner to corner. And fold. Add a little crease. We're going to turn it back around, and the first stick we're going to add is the spine. So you have 2 sticks that are taped together and 1 thicker stick that's the spine. So I'm going to go ahead and take the tape off the sticks. And then we're going to start with our spine, and we want to put the glue on the raw side of the spine, not the side that's sometimes green or maybe even a little bit darker brown. And today I'm going to use stick glue. You can also use Elmer's glue. And I know from laying the spine down on the kite that it hangs off the bottom about 2.5 to 3 inches. So I don't need the glue to go all the way to the bottom. So I'm going to hold it here and just run the glue down this bamboo spine. You want just enough. And we're going to line that up from the very top to the center point. And you want to make sure that your sticks are going between the 2 holes. There's 2 holes here. And we come down here and we find the 2 holes that are right here. We want to mash that down and then right off the bottom, right across the center bottom point. When you feel like you've got that on, I want you just to gently turn the kite back over. And to make sure that we have that stuck down good, we're just going to run our finger over the spine and the paper to make sure it's stuck down very nicely. And then we'll turn it back over. And we're going to put the spreaders across this way. Again, these start, there's a little hole right here on the right side that shows you where it starts. The stick is going to cross through these 2 points here and these 2 holes that are here. And we're going to put the glue on the raw side, not on the bamboo side. So we'll start here and just run the glue down. Start again. Find that hole, lay it down right off the edge. Then, once I have it into place, I'm going to gently turn the kite over once again, and I'm going to mash the paper firmly onto that bamboo to make sure it's stuck really nicely. right around the center where you've got these 3 sticks crossing, it's not really going to stick. The skin will not stick to the sticks, so just let there be a little bit of a gap there. That's fine. Once we get the sticks into place, we'll turn the kite back over. Make sure we're in place here. And we're ready to add the rest of our parts. So I'm going to dump out this package. Here are our 2 tassels that go on the left and the right side. And we also have some more parts in here. Okay. So in these parts we have one big bundle of twine. This is for the bridle line. We have a smaller bundle of twine. This is for the bow line that goes from the left to the right. We have 2 pieces of sticky tape. We have about 5 or 6 of these pieces of washi paper that already have glue on them. We have a poke needle that we'll be using in a minute. We have a tail that we can put down the center of the kite if we like. We also have the little S fitting that holds the bow line. And then we have this tab of paper that has this little thin wire. This thin wire we're going to use as a substitute needle. So I'm going to take it off of this tab and set it to the side. We don't want to lose that. It's easy to lose. You'll need a little bowl of water because these little paper tabs just need a little bit of water to activate the glue. Once you have that, what we're going to do is we're going to reinforce all the points on the kite where the string runs through. So we're going to start right here on the spine. There's 2 holes here for the bottom point of the bridle, and we're going to put this tab right across the spine. Stick it down real good, and it's stuck. We'll go to our next tab of paper, and the next point we're going to cover is right here on the spreader on the left side where these 2 little holes are. We're going to again cover it with paper. This is where the string is going to go through for the bow line. Do another one. Same thing on the right. This also serves to help hold that stick or the spreader into place. Okay, and we're going to put 2 more pieces right here at the top of these 2 sticks because these put a lot of pressure on the kite. We want them to stay in place, and we're going to have the edge go right along that crease that we put in earlier. Got the left side. We'll do the right. We want to mash that paper down so it looks like it's been painted onto the bamboo stick. Looks like I need to add a little more water there. Okay, we have another one left, so what we're going to do is put this right here at the bottom where the spine goes off the bottom of the kite. And we often have 1 piece of paper left, and that's fine. Now what we want to do is take our little toothpick or poke needle and go back and re-poke these holes that we just covered up because we need to use them. So we'll flip the kite over, and we'll look here where the holes were and just re-puncture them. You want to go ahead and make a pretty good size hole, about the size of the toothpick, so that you can get your string through there. We're going to come over here to the right side of the kite, punch these holes, and then we want to do the same thing over here. Once we've done that, we want to turn the kite back over to the back side, and we're going to get the smaller piece of twine. This is what we use for the bow line, and we'll pull this out. This will go from the left to the right side, right through those holes. So I'm going to take my little piece of wire, that's my substitute needle, lay the string through there, Now I pull it through about 4 inches so it doesn't come undone. I find it's easier to twist these wires together so that they stay together to form a needle. And then what we want to do is we want to run this string around, one complete turn around the stick. So we have to go through these holes, each hole 2 times. So we're going to start at the back, we go to the front of the kite, pull that string through, and then we're going to go back in the hole to the back, that, and then we go back through again. Front, and then back to the back. Pull that through and take the needle off. And then what we want to do is we want to just have about 3 inches of string left. So we're going to pull this back through the string like this. So we'll have enough string left here to be able to tie the knots and then over like this. So again, I'm just going to do a series of 3 half hitch knots or a shoelace knot. So it's just an overhand knot. There's several ways we call this knot, just like that. I'm going to pull it tight. I want to pull it snug and tight, but not too tight to break the string and not too tight to break the stick. And I'm going to do a second knot to lock the first knot in. And then I always do 1 extra knot just for safety backup. And then we'll pull the string over to the right side. I'm going to get my little needle back. And have to open it up so I can get the string through it. Have a few inches pulled through. Make sure we're twisted. And again, we're going to go 1 complete turn around this stick. So we'll go through the front, back to front. Around. Once we get the string pulled through, you can have a little bit of slack here. It makes it easier to tie, but again, we want to pull this tight. And then we'll do another series of 3 overhand knots. So we have 1, 2, and a third one just to lock it in. Now you can take your scissors and trim off this edge if you like, or this tail. Always leave at least 1 inch so it doesn't come unfrayed. But no one's going to see the string back here anyway. Okay. Then we take our little S fitting and we're going to come about a little over, just a little bit to the left of the center, and we're going to wrap this string around one end of this S fitting a couple times just to hold it on there, like so. And when you're ready to put the bow line in, you just pull the string together, like so, and you wrap it a few more times around the S fitting until you get the bow that you like. So I'll just keep wrapping it. Now I have about 2 fingers or a little bit of dihedral in the kite, which makes it ready to fly. So we'll turn, well, I'm going to take this off, undo the bow. Before we go any further, we want to glue down this leading edge. So I'm going to turn this back around, take my glue stick, and I'm going to apply glue all the way across. A little bit more on the stick so that it holds well right to the edge. You can also use Elmer's glue. I'm going to fold this over. I want to make sure that this paper is nice and snug around the bamboo spars. And then we'll do the other side. Fold it over. Nice and snug around the sticks. And we're done. And we've got this middle little tab, which really finishes it up. Okay, now we're ready to add the bridle. So we'll turn the kite back over. The bridle goes on the front side of the kite, and this is a 2-point bridle. Your bridle line looks like this, and you just simply untwist it, and it comes right open. On a Hishi kite, the longer the bridle, the better. So this string is pretty long. We're going to tie it here and also at the top around these 3 sticks to secure them. So we're going to find our little sewing needle again. I'm going to use my stick to open up the hole. Run your string through there, about 4 or 5 inches. And we're going to go one complete turn around this spine. So we go in, through, we'll go back around one more time. You've got that pulled through. We want to go ahead and just pull this all the way through until we just have about 3 inches of string left here. Enough to tie this knot, and then we're going to come right up to the top, and we're going to tie the top of the bridle through these 2 holes. So we'll go in, we're going to turn over to the back, and you'll notice that we're coming in at the bottom of these 3 sticks where they cross. And then we're going to go right back around them. So this kind of lashes these sticks together. Go back around one more time. Make sure it's all secure. Pull that string through. Once we get it wrapped around there good, again, we just want a tag or a tail of about 3 inches. And then we're going to do the same thing as far as tying knots. We're going to pull this tight, and we're going to tie 3 overhand or half hitch knots. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll come to the bottom and do the same thing. This is what we call a 2-point bridle because it's tied off on the kite, 2 different points. The next step, what we're going to do is find the bridle point. So where is it on this bridle line that allows for the best flying angle? And that's usually, if you're laying the kite on the table like this, if you pull it up at about 10 or 20 degree angle like so, that's usually about the best point. But to make it easy, there's a little bitty hole that they've put in the sail right here. You can find it. If you can't see it, you can feel it. It's right there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my finger, hold it up here, and I'm going to run my 2 fingers down here until I bring both of these strings right down to that point, to that little hole that I see in the sail. And once I'm there, I know I'm right on the point. So then I'm going to pinch this off, and I'm just going to tie a little overhand knot. And that locks in my flying line, just like that. So now we've got our flying point tied off, and we're ready to tie that to the flying line. But before we're finished, we want to add these beautiful little tassels. And so what I do is I take this little sticky tape that comes with it, I cut one of them in half, and I lay it just next to this spar that's extended. Then I'm going to take my tassel. I like for them to hang down, so I'm just going to lay the string across there, like so, and we're going to wrap this around the stick, real snug. And there's your tassel. We'll do the same thing on the right side. Put the tape on the stick, take the tassel, lay it across, like so, and wrap the tail around there. This kite flies perfectly well just like this, or if you'd like to have the long red tail down the middle, you can take the last little sticky tab and you can tape it onto the stick. Which really, tail adds a lot of fun and drama to the kite. So we can just stick that on the stick like so. Fold it over, and you're done. Now we just have to hook it to our winder, tie it on, the string on, and your kite is finished.